Have you ever scoured the internet for hours looking at lightsabers when you realize there's too many options? Why is this one $200 more than that one? Can I duel with this thing? What is a sound font? I tested 3 different versions of Darth Maul's lightsaber from episode 1 using 8 different categories, so you don't buy the wrong one. First up, hilt design. Let's start with the Disney Legacy lightsaber. Folks, this one is simply beautiful. Disney typically does a pretty good job with screen accuracy. Up top, we've got the emitter detail. Here, you'll notice that you can't see through, so when the lightsaber is ignited, you don't see any part of the red blade here. Show you why that's cool in a second on our other competitors. The detail around the grip and the overall feel of this lightsaber are ripped pretty much right out of Phantom Menace. Next up, we've got the Baselit Maul from Anasaber. A quick size comparison shows that these are actually fairly similar. What's wild is most Disney lightsabers are usually huge. They are just bulky and they are beasts and they are heavy. Here, we see the gap close. Now, there's no doubt about it, the Legacy lightsaber is bigger and the Anasaber here is kind of middle of the road in terms of how thin it is and what the weight looks like. But you'll notice here in particular, this is where this lightsaber is lacking. This is typically colored in. You see some of the kind of rubber rings that I've got closer to the red button here. On the Legacy lightsaber, this is how you ignite it. You have to turn this button instead of pressing it, which is kind of a pain. Here, these are your buttons. You've got a power and an auxiliary, which we'll dive into a little bit more in detail in a second. Overall, being a baselit lightsaber, this is pretty good for display and spinning. Now, when I say baselit, that means in the base is basically where the light comes from. Like a giant flashlight, this shoots up through the blade. And the last lightsaber we're gonna compare today is a high-end Neopixel lightsaber, the Maul from Nsabers. Now, the hilts for this are basically identical. You'll see that I changed around the rubber rings on these, so ignore that detail because you install those yourself, but these are the same exterior. Where they differ is on the inside. While the base shoots light up into a hollow blade, the Neopixel does have light in the base. However, the blades are kind of next level. The blades and the hilt communicate in the electronic board that's in here. There's 2 types of main electronic boards. This one's got an SNV4-Pro. You'll also hear about Profis, but for today, we're sticking with the SNV. Here's our baselit. And here is the Neopixel. Now, you might be saying, Joby-Wan Kenobi, why is the baselit brighter? It's not. All of these lightsabers unscrew at the middle and become 2 hilts that have their own power, their own soundboards and batteries. The Disney one takes just standard AAA batteries. The baselit lightsaber takes a rechargeable battery and around 2 hours or so to charge fully, whereas our Neopixel also has a rechargeable battery, but that's closer to 4 hours, so plan accordingly. In terms of hilt design, we're gonna go with the Disney lightsaber, believe it or not. All 3 of these are outstanding. The Disney lightsaber is not gonna win many of these categories, so I wanted it to kind of feel confident, you know. Legitimately, all 3 are very accurate right from the movies, but if you're looking only to display these, can't go wrong with the Disney lightsaber. And one bonus category, how do the display boxes look? This is the Obi-Wan Kenobi Legacy lightsaber shell. This is typically what you'll see a Legacy lightsaber in. Now, my Legacy lightsaber is anything but common. This is the box set that mine came in. It is 1 in 7,000, limited edition. The Legacy lightsaber inside that I'm reviewing today is actually the same one that you can get on the shelf now. You just can't get this collector's edition unless you're willing to pony up around $800 on eBay. Here's the box the baselit lightsaber comes in from Anasaber, and I'm always a fan of how Nsabers packages theirs. In just a second, we're gonna put the blades in all of these lightsabers and show you what that actually looks like. But first, here's how I displayed my lightsabers on my wall, so you can see just how close the Nsaber, the Anasaber, and the Legacy all look. In terms of blade installation, the Legacy lightsaber, super simple. If you have any of these blades laying around, roughly 95% of the Disney Legacy blades and Galaxy's Edge blades from your Savi's Workshop lightsaber will work in the Darth Maul lightsaber. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Up and running pretty quick, folks. Now, our baselit lightsaber takes baselit dueling blades. What's nice about these is these are strong, and because there's not any electronics in the blade itself, as you can see here, you can hit these blades against other blades without fear of really ruining anything up here, and they're easy to replace. In terms of installation, once you've got your retention screws sitting in the hilt, it doesn't take too long. I used to think that this was a big deal, but honestly, it just takes really a few seconds once you get them in the first time. And that's it for that. Now our high-end Neopixel takes kind of fancy blades here. You'll see the electronics on the end of that one talk with the pins on the inside of the emitter. You want to be careful when you press these down. You want to do so firmly so that they connect. But once we light these up in a few moments, you're going to see the real difference here. And boom, done. We're gonna talk about ignition and brightness all together. We'll keep the light on just so you can kind of see how bright it is at first. But here we go, here's the Disney Legacy Lightsaber. Not bad. One thing that drives me nuts about the ignition is Disney lightsabers tend to light up in thirds. It's just cheap. They shouldn't do it that way. Here we go, watch. It's just not a smooth ignition. Just kind of disappointing. And here's our baselit version. You see, we're already getting brighter. Ignition's not much better because the light shoots up into the blade. It's all or nothing. But I do think it looks better than the kind of segmented part of the Disney lightsaber. One last time. Now we're talking. And ladies and gentlemen, the Neopixel lightsaber is off the charts. Wait till you see this. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Somebody get me some shades in here. Truly awesome. Let's look at it one more time. You'll see how smooth it is. You'll even see the colors kind of mesh here at the bottom. Ready? Dude. And as much as it pains me to say, for this next segment, I'm gonna actually break all the lightsabers apart. We're gonna unscrew these just so we've got a little bit more flexibility to show off what these can really do. Next, let's talk about blade effects. How many colors does it have? What things can it do? Here, the Disney lightsaber just comes with one color, red, obviously. And that's okay, but it's kind of limited. When you see what the baselit and the Neopixel can do, it's gonna blow your mind. And for this one, let's shut the lights off. Not bad. Don't need the shades for this one. Got a little flash on clash there, goes yellow. And that's about it. Here's the baselit. Hang on, did you catch that? I didn't press a button. Motion controls, that's right. When you're out dueling with your friends, you don't wanna have to press a dumb button. You just wanna do this. Again, love that light right through the emitter there. The buttons light up, very cool. You can hit the button to do that, or do this. So that was blaster deflect. This is flash on clash. All right, now we're starting to talk. But did you know you can change colors? The Anasaber Baselit comes with 12 different color options. If you hold it upside down and twist while holding the aux button, just in case I want to be Darth Windu. And there we go. And now for our Neopixel. Folks, it's just on a different planet. Blaster deflect. Did you see that? It's all different parts of the blade. So cool. And honestly, lockup is amazing. Same thing, different colors. This one also comes with 12. We don't have a Profi on the video today, but I'll tell you what. Oh, we got a nice orange there. The Profi has the infinite color wheel. And for comparison, here is the Anasaber Baselit, and here's the Neopixel from Nsabers. You can see where there's a step up there. And here's Disney versus the Neopixel. Not even close. Now, earlier I teased, what is a sound font? Essentially, it's the sound the lightsaber makes. So think of it almost as a sound profile. So in this case, the Disney lightsaber has just one, and then it's the Darth Maul sound from Phantom Menace. The hum of that is absolutely spot on. Like, Disney nails this, and it's actually fairly loud. All the sound comes from the middle here. If we turn both on, they're both independent of each other. They sound good. When you get them moving a little bit, you'll notice there's really no smooth swing, and the swing is not all that sensitive. However, you'll hear kind of the whirl of Darth Maul's twin blades, which is really cool. It's just random is the only problem. So that's it. That's pretty much the sound effects. You heard the clash already. Let's step it up a little. Both the Baselit and our Neopixel come with 27 sound fonts. Now, Anasaber and Nsabers use the same kind of font maker for this. So it's really the same preloaded sound fonts. And what's different is, though you can change the sounds on this, the Neopixel is customizable. You can actually buy and add sound fonts to it. But anyway, the Baselit. Let's hear some that we've got. So we've got them all. Moderate noise, almost a little tinny, but still really good. Definitely a step up over Disney. What else we got?
Cal Kestis.
My boy. Love this one. Kylo Ren.
I am the Inquisitor.
So the Inquisitor, what I'm gonna show you here is this Baselit lightsaber has smooth swing. So when you swing it, you actually feel like you're actually holding a real lightsaber. How epic is that? It matches your motion, whereas the Disney lightsaber is kind of randomized. Pretty impressive. All right, folks, in just a moment, I want to talk about if you can duel with these things. Like, can you actually hit these against other lightsabers? But before we do that, we have to test the Neopixel sound fonts, and they are truly incredible. Smooth swing at a new level altogether. Just spectacular. Spinability is incredible on this, by the way. You can spin the Disney lightsaber, but it's heavy, it's a little bit thick. The Anasaber dueling saber and the Neopixel here from Nsabers, just absolutely phenomenal. They are thin, the ignition is not in the way. This is the way to go. This is the way. I mean, you get the picture, right? It's just running away with it now. Okay, maybe two more.
Master Windu. I am told it is the dark saber.
I'm getting excited for the Mando and Grogu movie. Come on, it's gonna be a blast. It's unbelievable. Check out the different ignitions this has. You get the picture. This thing can do a ton. We are just scratching the surface. So can you duel with these lightsabers? Some people are gonna tell you you can duel with the Legacy lightsaber. I'm gonna say no, don't do it. You can very lightly kind of hit it if you are playing with your child or something like that, but those blades are really not meant for it. They can get loose in the emitter pretty quickly. On the flip side, the blades are interchangeable and you can replace them somewhat easy, and sometimes DisneyStore.com even has sales on them where you can get them cheaper than normal, but I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth chancing. The Baselit lightsaber from Anasaber, you absolutely can duel with. It is meant for it. That hollow blade is strong and you're not gonna mess up any of the electronics when you do. Just make sure you tighten the retention screws down. So if you are looking for a dueling Darth Maul lightsaber, that's your one. That being said, the Neopixel lightsaber, you should not duel with this. Some companies, again, say that you can do it. In my opinion, it's not worth wrecking the blades and the electronics, not to mention the expensive hilt that you just spent a lot of money on. Again, you could probably lightly duel with these, but the Neopixel is really more for showing off with incredible effects and a pretty decent amount of customization. And then lastly, folks, our cost. The Legacy lightsaber from Galaxy's Edge, you can get usually in a box set with the blades now for about $250. Not a bad deal. A lot of lightsabers are $250 from Disney just with a single hilt and blade. The Baselit lightsaber from Anasaber currently retails for $387. You get both blades, both hilts. Pretty good deal for a dueling lightsaber. You can see there's not a massive price difference for kind of a pretty big step up. But ladies and gentlemen, the creme de la creme, the Neopixel from Nsabers. This lightsaber currently retails for $480 US. That's less than the cost of two Legacy lightsabers, which in my opinion delivers more than twice the value. Again, two blades, two hilts come with this set. Talking Neopixel blades, these are impressive Neopixel blades with impressive SNV4-Pro boards. You're only gonna get one lightsaber. Invest in this one. It does everything. You can display it. I take it back. You can't really duel with it, but everything else. You can have it on your wall. You can do this. You can show off all these things to your friends. It's truly an impressive lightsaber. In my opinion, the Neopixel from Nsabers is the way to go. However, if you are a collector of Galaxy's Edge lightsabers and you love all things Disney, and you're just gonna display it on your wall, $250, it'll go far for you. If you're looking for a dueling experience, the Anasaber Baselit lightsaber is a pretty good option. By the way, you can also get the Baselit version from Nsabers. And if you go to nsabers.com, there you can get a discount using code lightsaber life at checkout. I'm just saying, that lightsaber becomes pretty affordable at that rate. Folks, I hope you're enjoying Maul Shadow Lord. If you're looking for dedicated in-depth videos on all the lightsabers I talked about today, go check them out over there. At last, we will reveal ourselves to the Jedi.